And Jacob Warner, the guy we know everything about. We know what goes on from the time he wakes up until he goes to bed, who his roommates are and what he does. Going up against Matthew Correnti. Correnti's tough. I like his presence out there. As a freshman, he was an NCAA qualifier. Last year, he redshirted, tried out heavyweight, decided that wasn't for him. Came back down to 197, having a nice year. Going up against Jacob Warner. Just made his debut in the Big Ten in duels last week against Minnesota.
Correnti looking for some action up top with that left-handed overtie.
Correnti, a redshirt sophomore out of Delran, New Jersey, Holy Cross Academy.
Look at underhook trapped there. Warner looking for that underhook on his left side. All right, Correnti's right, and that's a position that Correnti is really likes to go up top with.
Jacob Warner, a three-time Illinois state champion out of Tolono, Illinois, Washington High School, coached by Brian Medlin and Jim. You know, there was a lot going on social media last week, and yet one of the big ones that came home for us was Jacob's mother, Denise, was really upset that we gave all that conversation about the Olympic connections of Spencer Lee's both parents when she pointed out she was a 4-year cheerleader at Newman High School in Newman, Illinois, and she thought that was worth mentioning. And so, you know, we don't want to be on the bad side of Jacob's mom.
Yeah, we're already on the bad side of a lot of moms, probably, so it's one more.
I live in Champaign, Illinois, less than 10 miles away from Denise in Tolono, so I'm probably going to have to go out and knock on the door and apologize. But, hey, she's famous now. Everybody gets their minute of fame.
There's a lot of action right there. I mean, it's nice little collar tie. These guys are coming hard with the collar tie, working hard with the underhook is Correnti, and I don't think either one of these guys minds this at all. And what it's done for Correnti, it's got Warner a little bit out of his game because he's not looking at his legs, he's not looking at the shots.
Well, Correnti's unafraid, loves being out there.
Yeah.
Has a passion, just loves the opportunity to wrestle.
This works back to the low shot. That's the second time he's able to get to the ankle but not finish it up.
Correnti was state champion at 220 pounds in New Jersey. As I said, came all the way down to 197 as an NCAA qualifier, 6th in the Big Ten as a freshman. Knows what it's like.
Yeah, he doesn't drift too far away from the center circle. Good work there by Correnti to be able to get out of that look there.
Let's go to Shane, who's with one of Iowa's all-time greats.
Yes, we are national champion, 4-time All-American Lee Fullhart. Lee, you told me it's been over a decade since you've been to Carver Hawkeye Arena. What are the emotions like when you come back here, and do you have a favorite memory inside these walls?
It's still pretty tense. You know, it's hard. A lot of times it's hard for me to watch because I get pretty fired up. And I still think about being out there and what those memories are like. And, you know, I can remember particularly Oklahoma State, always big match for us. Had to put points on the board. You know, you always know that those bonus points count for a lot. And, you know, I got just ran the guy off the mat. Within the second period. Ref called it, you know, stalling calls, stalled him out. And just seeing John Smith put his hands up in the air, you know, not knowing what to do. You know, just seeing that when you know that you don't just break the individual, but you break the team. And they see that intensity, and they don't know what to do with it. You know, it's just they know they're in Iowa, they know they're in Carver, and they knew that they weren't ready for it.
Great to see you. Welcome back.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be back in Iowa. It's been a long time since I've been back here, and it's just the energy. You know, it's great energy. I'm glad I'm back, and I had fun while I was gone, and was able to kind of spread the religion a little bit of Iowa wrestling. You know, so I've got a lot of friends out there that are Hawkeye fans that aren't in Iowa, but you know, you want to get back to it. It's just something you're passionate about.
Thanks a lot, Lee.
Thanks, Shane. Great ambassador for the Hawkeyes, Lee Fullhart. And Correnti, boy, he is doing a great job on top, Jim.
He really is, staying in this match.
Getting his shape back early on. It took him a little bit longer. He had wrist surgery in the summer. Correnti did. Had a slow start, but had won 7 in a row until a close 4-2 loss to Dakota Greer in their due meet last week with Oklahoma State.
It's kind of strange to see. Nice job there by Warner getting the quick escape. That was hard fought. 48 seconds of riding time now.
Jacob Warner, 3-time state champion, won his Big Ten debut last week versus Dylan Anderson from Minnesota on the junior world team here this last year. He's also a cadet world championship bronze medalist, 2-time Fargo champion in both freestyle and Greco, one each.
Yeah, but every time that the match has gone upper body here, Correnti has looked like he's had a little bit of the advantage, and he's been able to be the one that gets to the leg as well. So he's setting up for some excitement. So I got a kick out of listening to Lee Fullhart there. You know, he hadn't been back in 10 years, but it's I don't think people really realize how successful well, first of all, he's a national champion. Those battles he had with Tim Hartung from Minnesota were epic, you know, in the national finals. And, you know, he went on to have he was at the top of the ladder, and Cael Sanderson had to beat him 2 out of 3 times to make the Olympic team. So, man with a lot of skills. Also kind of funny to hear him admit, right, that he was just pushing the Oklahoma State wrestler off the getting the stall calls. You know, that's, you know, one of the things that happen. If you're going to get those points, is the point he made, if you're going to get those points, you got to take advantage of that, take territory.
Well, one match away from that. There's Sam Stoll. Could he be going? Looks like he's getting ready for something, Jim.
Well, that's kind of the speed he moves most of the time, so you never know. Pretty laid-back guy. Takes the mat. He has a little bit different speed.
Yes, he does.
Tough guy to be underneath. Right guy.
Heavyweight for the Hawkeyes. The crowd will show their appreciation. Last time he stepped out here, it was for the win against Iowa State, which proved to be the deciding factor. What a match that was between Iowa and Iowa State. Kevin Dressel building up the program at Iowa State, bringing the relevance back there, and the excitement for the duel with Iowa and Iowa State came down to the last weight class.
Back pressure right here.
I'm absolutely positive that neither heavyweight probably knows who's going to wrestle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. And you stand ready when they say you're out on the mat. Whether it's Costello or Stoll, we don't know yet. Soon to be found out. Third period. Jacob Warner getting the ride, a tough ride, stretching out. Correnti here on top. Long ways from getting riding time. Correnti just needs to.
He's working hard with that wrist tilt, trying to load up the hips. Correnti has to get the wrist free right there. You got to go elbow in, wrist out. It's a warning. And this is one of the, you know, that's clearly a parallel ride, okay? And the guy just got done building up to his base. I just don't understand that call.
The stall warning was against
Correnti. Great points. Nice job there. Gets the 4 count.
What I notice is what a week's difference make in what appears to be a young man in Jacob Warner gaining that shape, going all 7 minutes. Last week was his Big Ten debut. Maybe the nerves a little bit hung on for that win, but here, a strong performance.
Yeah, it is.
That 4-point move there went from a 1-0 lead to a 5-0 lead with riding time. A shutout.